Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Yeah, we're back. We're here to enjoy some more football. I've shaved off the moustache because I just got sick of it. I'm still not over what happened, but I'm trying to put myself in a better headspace. I'm trying to move on into the distance and just think clearly and just move on. Just move on. Serie A is the most competitive league with 4 different winners in the last 4 years. Glad you're doing these watch-alongs, Matisse. Listen, it's about time. It's about time that I got stuck in with these games. Like I said, we've been watching all the clubs but these two. And Serie A right now, the race for top 4 is nuts. It's absolutely nuts right now. You got AC Milan, who have dropped off like crazy. You've got, obviously, Inter, you've got Lazio, you've got Atalanta, you've got Roma. So many teams, yeah. Napoli obviously clear at the top. Juventus away gone. So I thought to myself, yeah, we got to check these two out because we ain't watched these two. I've watched both the Milan teams. I've watched Juve just get destroyed by Napoli. I haven't seen Lazio and Atalanta, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm seeing some shock results as well. Yeah, I saw some other teams dropped points. Arsenal and Tottenham dropping points is not going to make me sleep any better, to be honest. We still didn't win our game, so it is what it is. Arsenal have drawn. Let's see what City do. You know, if Man City don't do what they need to do, then it doesn't mean anything. Tottenham, I don't know what happened there. These were 3 o'clock kickoffs. I didn't watch them. Obviously, I was getting my trim, so I don't know what's been going on. I'm looking forward to checking it out on Match of the Day. I've seen some highlights, but I don't know how the games went in its entirety. I will be looking at SMS for sure. I will be keeping an eye on him today, seeing how he does. And yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how it all goes down. So yeah, the Enzo Felix partnership is going to give me Pogba, Martial. Well, I hope it's a little bit more successful than those because listen, he didn't win much with that partnership. I think it may be a cup and a Europa League and a Carabao. I need a lot more than that. Do you know what I mean? I need a lot more than that. Toby's going to be getting cooked on the big 6. Give me a quick rundown of our game. I was on a flight. First half was really good, bro. First half was really good. Felix was balling out. Enzo was balling out. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lead. We didn't have a lead to go into half time with because that's what we deserved. But some poor defending for the goal conceded. Emerson Palmieri with the equaliser. But Felix scored. Enzo set him up. Class goal. Great partnership. But in terms of everything else, second half, you know what happens from that moment on. You know, the substitutes could have been a lot better. I think Chilwell was the only good substitution that was actually made. And Cucurella was awful. Once again, I mean, you can go and see the passing maps on Twitter, people, and you can see Cucurella just avoiding. You can just see Cucurella avoiding Mudryk again. So another game goes by where Mudryk doesn't get much of the ball, and therefore his statistics look arse. But Mudryk, if he had got 10-15 minutes with Chilwell, he would have been 10 times better, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's long. Big up everybody in the chat. So, we better get Joe on a permanent deal. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see. No, I'm not. No. Brother, we didn't win. We didn't win. I can't celebrate nothing. We didn't win our game. We need to win our games. I'll speak about that on Battle of the North. Again, Man City still have to play tomorrow, people. You're forgetting this. Man City have to play tomorrow against Unai Emery, Aston Villa. If they don't do what they need to do, it doesn't mean anything. But I'm not really bothered right now. I'm still pissed with what we did. So yeah, it's an absolute madness. Let me see here. Harry Kane was missing. To be honest, that brother just needs to leave. If he went missing, he's more than entitled to go missing. He's been carrying them for long enough. They've been. I heard Pedro Porro didn't have the greatest game. I haven't watched the game, like I said. He started. I think he did 75, 77 minutes, something like that. So he didn't do a full game, but he did a lot of the game. Yeah, second half, massive drop off. Massive. You're saying there's no way City don't win. There is every chance they don't win. Aston Villa have look what Aston Villa did to them. Look what Aston Villa did to them on the final day. Look what Aston Villa did to them on the final day of the season when they were going for the title. Look how much blood, sweat, and tears they made them put into that game. So I don't think we should be assuming anything. And also, I see Hussam is in the chat. My brother, I don't want to hear it from you at all. Of all people right now, you just need to focus on Everton on Monday, because Lord, God forbid you don't win that game. Yeah, it's long. And also, it's very important that you keep running them spaces. You know what I'm saying? Because I can hear the stress coming through your lungs in them spaces. So there's not much trolling to be done. And yeah, when it comes to Leicester, I never saw that coming. We saw them. Did they not ship 4 goals? No, they scored the 4 goals. Sorry, it was Villa that shipped the goals. But wow, to smack up Tottenham like that. But that, again, this just goes to show how unpredictable the Premier League is. Look how no one predicted that. No one predicted that Leicester were going to slap up Spurs like that. Conte's back in the dugout, right? Was Conte back in the dugout today? And then he just absolutely slaps the crap out of them. So it's mad. It's absolutely mad. All right, we have lineups ready for you guys for this match. Let's get the lineups on screen. Oops, hold on a second. Okay. Interesting. I actually don't know too many. I mean, I don't know everybody in these teams, to be fair. I don't know the 11s like that. Obviously, we know SMS. Everybody talks about him. Still never made his move. Immobile, scores all the goals, etc. for Lazio. I'm interested to see how Sarri's team get going. But Iceman's saying they got ballers. I'm going to go through Serie A in a minute in terms of their league. Zappacosta at Atalanta, recognize him. Lookman's in stupid form at the moment. Stupid form. He's in fantastic form. So that's mainly actually why I'm watching is for him as well, because I want to see just how good he is in this Atalanta team. But right now, Atalanta's on 38 points, Lazio's on 39, and they're both in the hunt for top 4. They've got a game in hand, both of them. Obviously, this is their game in hand that they're playing against each other. 2 points behind AC Milan, who have lost 3 out of the last 5. They did win their last game, AC Milan, but they've been poor. Roma on 41 points as well. So they have the opportunity, one of them, if they were to win, to leapfrog both of these teams and go into third. So whoever wins out of this Lazio-Atalanta game will go third. If they draw, then they both stay in the same place. Because Atalanta's goal difference is really, really strong as well, 15 goals. So they would go above as well, even though they'd be level on points. It's a very good league, man. It's very, very entertaining. And someone was saying 4 winners out of the last 4. AC Milan won it last year. The year before it was Inter Milan. And the year before it was Juventus. This year, it looks like it's going to be Napoli. So it's mad. It's absolutely mad, people. Before that, Juventus were just winning it every year. I don't know how many times Juventus won it in a row, but I'm going back all the way to 2015, and it's just nothing but Juventus wins. Let me know in the chat how many titles they've won in a row. I'm on 6 titles here. 6 titles in a row. I'm on. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine if that happened in the Premier League? People would lose their minds. If that happened in the Premier League, people would lose their shit. They'd be like, "Right, I'm done. I'm tapping out." If Man City won 6 Premier League titles in a row, people would have tapped out by then. I don't know how they've done it in Italy. And it's comprehensive as well. Like, we're talking 10, 15-point margins in some seasons. Now, as it goes on, it does get closer. Then the gap extends again. Napoli, a couple runners up finishes as well. Yeah, it's long, man. But thankfully, we've now got ourselves... I mean, Napoli are well clear this season. Well clear. Napoli are 13 points clear at the top. Jesus. This gap has definitely been extending since the last time I watched Serie A. I did remember the hype. Yes. This was between him and Reece James for the position under Sarri, I believe. People were talking about. Club World Cup watch-along. Nah, I'm going to leave it. I expect Real Madrid to handle their business. They're playing Al Hilal, is it? Yeah. I mean, we played them last year, isn't it? I'm expecting them to handle their business. We played them in the semi-final last year. Lazio's Anderson was at West Ham. Was Felipe Anderson not at Lazio, then went to West Ham, and then went back to Lazio? Pretty sure that was the case. Yeah. I remember him. He didn't really make his mark, to be honest. He didn't really make a big mark on the league or anything. He didn't really make a big mark. But I do remember him for sure. I do remember him. He was West Ham have had so many different central attacking midfielders. They've had Lanzini, they've had Anderson, they've had Ben Rama, they've had all of these guys, Payet. They've had so many. It's ridiculous how many they've had. So, yeah. So madness. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. This game kicks off at quarter to 8. Let me take a look. Let me see what you guys are telling me. Went to Porto. Lewis still has a Club World Cup profile on Flores' channel. He went to Porto after West Ham, then back to Lazio. He's a winger. I don't know, is he a winger or is he a 10? We'll find out today. People just spamming donkey in the chat. Yeah, I know. I think London Clubs Carnage will be live on Monday. I know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, it has to be, isn't it? All of our teams have actually played. So, could have even snuck it in tomorrow, but there's no time. I see Arsenal fans are dead tonight. Well, listen, everybody's calmed down, haven't they? Everybody's calm. Everybody's calm. No, if I was, I would have made that very clear in the title of my last video. If I was Potter out. So, yeah. Right, let's go through it. So, 4-3-3 for Lazio. 3-4-1-2 for Atalanta. Let me take a look at the form going into this game, people, because I need to do my homework on these two teams. And what European competitions are these two teams in? They're not in champs. Are they both in the Europa League? I'm not even sure. Both striving for Champions League football. Yeah. Okay, Lazio's in Conference League. Pardon me. They got that Romanian team that we used to play in group stages. They're in Conference League. Atalanta surely must be in Europa. Surely. Do you know what? Lazio have not won in their last two. They lost against Juventus in the Coppa Italia quarterfinal as well. Last time we spoke about Lazio on this channel was when they beat AC Milan 4-0. I believe it was on a Tuesday night. They slapped them up 4-0. But AC Milan have been in poor form. Luis Alberto. Is that the same Luis Alberto that was at Liverpool? I think he was at Liverpool. And Sevilla. Ringing a bell, that guy. Ringing a bell. Let me know in the comments. I think his name is ringing a bell as well. Definitely Luis Alberto. I definitely remember him from somewhere. Definitely remember him from somewhere. Yeah, they're all right form wise. It's dipped a bit. They could do with a win today. Let me take a look. Yeah, he was at Liverpool, wasn't he? Pedro Porro did not have a good game against Leicester. He was terrible. Well, what I'm going to do is, in the background, I'm going to react to some of... Obviously, I can't play it for copyright reasons. I'm going to react to some of the games that have been played today. Just some of the goals. So we can see what's been going on. Big games, obviously. We're going to go with the big games first. What's been the scores? Southampton lost at home to Wolves. Fulham 2-0 home win against Nottingham Forest. Palace 1-1 against Brighton. Leicester 4-1 against Tottenham. We're definitely watching the highlights on that. 1-1 between Arsenal and Brentford. Definitely watching that. I'm not going to watch mine back. I'm fine with that. Let's start off with Leicester versus Tottenham. I want to see this. I'm going to be watching this in the background. Let's see what's been going on. Pedro Porro looked worse than Emerson Royale. I mean, it's his first game. It's his first game. But yeah, not a great start. All right, let's get into this. Let me take a look. Just seeing these. So Tottenham. Looks like, oh, they scored first. Okay. And it was it Dave? Who is it? Bentancur. Set piece. It's an absolute mess, bro. Leicester. I don't rate Leicester defensively one bit, man. They're a mess. They're a mess defensively. Ooh! Oh my, yo! Oh my, who is this brother? Mendy. Who's this? Is this the holding midfielder they signed all those years ago? Oh my brother! No, he caught that. Fraser Foster was never. No, that's mad. He caught that nice. High press. Iheanacho. Harvey Barnes. Wow. No, Maddison. Oh, Maddison. Maddison makes a massive difference in this team. Maddison makes a huge difference. Look at the way now they've started getting some extra wins on the board since Maddison come back. He scored last game as well. He's played in the 10 this game. Harvey Barnes to the right, Tete on the left. I think Tete scored last game as well. Sorry, Tete to the right, Barnes on the left. And then Iheanacho up front. That's actually not that bad. So a pretty good front line. Mendy, the holding midfielder, yeah. And then you got Drewsbury Hall. So it's actually not that bad, people. I don't like that defense, though. Their defense is very meaty. They got FaZe Banks back there. Iheanacho, he's in. Hey! Iheanacho's in form right now. No. Iheanacho is in form. Yo. He's picking his corners nicely. Fraser Foster. It's a long day. It's a long day. Rusty, man. That zero sharpness on FIFA career mode he's showing me. No way. Did they go 4-up? Barnes. Oh my God. This is a rampage. Yo. Oh, it was ruled out. Possible offside. He's on. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's off by a foot. He's off by a foot. Oh my goodness. Yo, Tobes, you're finished. All that chest Tobes always has for Chelsea. I want him to speak on this performance. Harvey Barnes. Hey, this goalkeeper's letting them all in. This goalkeeper's letting them all in. Maddison again with the assist. No, man. Tobes, speak on this. Remember he said he was going to do a review. Speak on this atrocity. Speak on this atrocity, fam. Wow. Yeah, expressions must have been fuming. I've just deeped the situation. It's long. It's very, very long. My review is up, bro. My review is up, guys. Please, no Graham Potter questions and all of this. My review is literally up, man. I can't keep talking about this all day. I'm tired. Let me have respite, please. Focus on other things. Oh, I mean, literally, I'd just be repeating myself, man. You all saw those substitutions today, man. There's nobody out here that could not criticize those substitutions today. It's not possible, man. It's impossible. You can't have zero influence on a game like that in terms of your subs in the second half. And then you don't bring on Fofana for Kai Havertz. You leave him on for the whole 90. You're going to go for crosses where you don't have the striker in the box. You don't have another striker. It's nuts. All right, let me see what happened with Arsenal. Let's see what happened with Arsenal next. Arsenal dropped points against Brentford. Ivan Toney. What's happening with this guy, this investigation? Because everybody spoke about it like he was going to get the longest ban, and he's still out here playing. Let me know in the comments, how did Arsenal play in the general game? Because obviously these highlights are not going to do it justice, people. I need to know how Arsenal actually played. Newcastle game was dead. I'm not sure. This is on BT Sport. Yeah, I'm just going to just post it and pin it. You're right. It's painful enough to talk about that shit once, let alone talk about it again. If I'm being completely honest, people. I don't enjoy cussing Chelsea out. I really don't. That's why you see me most of the time. I'm defending them on these platforms. You tend to see me defend them, but sometimes I have no choice but to cuss them because they've been that bad. But I try my best to defend them, but it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, guys. Let me go through these and I'll give you a bit of Chelsea talk in a minute. What's happened here, man? Brentford were getting good deliveries in, it seems. Obviously, this is a more physical team as well. We've seen Arsenal struggle with this. So was it a 4-5-1 from Brentford? They've created quite a few chances here, I'm seeing. Cut back. Oh, Tony off the bar. Hey, listen. Let me check the statistics. Okay, Arsenal had 23 shots, 7 on target. Only 9 and 2 on target for Brentford, but XG. Oh, Brentford battered them on XG. It was 2.37 for Brentford on XG, and Arsenal's was 1.68. That's mad. Wow, Odegaard smashing it over the bar. How can they smash them on XG like that? So I'm guessing Arsenal's chances were long ranges. A lot of long range efforts, maybe. I know Arsenal took the lead in this game. Another chance for Brentford. Jesus. Let me take a look at these lineups. Arsenal's lineup, pretty much what we expect. Nketiah up top, Martinelli started. 3-5-2 for Brentford. Tony and Mbeumo up front. Mbeumo. Saka, oh, that's a brilliant goal. Trossard, that's a really good goal from Arsenal there. Carbon copy of what they usually do, man. Right hand side, Odegaard, Saka. Yeah, same thing as always. Ball across, Trossard, back post. That's good. It's very, very good. So they actually scored first. Fair play to the resilience of Brentford then. So what happened? Ball came into the box. Headed away. Oh, this is pinball. Oh, this is awful. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jesus. That is pinball stuff, man. Somebody's got to deal with that. Look at the amount of times that ball was headed up in the air. That's awful defending. Yeah, that's bad. All you got to do is pack the midfield. You definitely got to go with these 4-5-1s, these 3-5s. Like, you got to pack it. Yeah, I agree. You do have to pack it. Pressing. Man United pressed at the Emirates for 45 minutes. Second half, they were dead and they didn't have the energy. So it depends if you've got the energy. If you don't have the energy, then you can't press for the full 90 minutes. Go for Real Madrid. They've taken the lead in the Club World Cup final. Brentford cooked them. It looks like it. XG, they've smashed them. And they had Ivan Toney. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see what else happened. I'm kind of surprised that what game should I go to next, people, in the Premier League? Fulham. Let's go Fulham, Nottingham Forest. I'm hearing Willian cooked. Yeah, I'm hearing Willian cooked. Let's see through that. Usually I give you loads of build-up, but I haven't been watching these teams at all, so I don't really know how Lazio and Atalanta have been playing over the course of 90 minutes. So I'm looking forward to today is a day to learn about Lazio and Atalanta for me. See how they actually how they kind of handle themselves. I haven't really watched them. Willian scored a banger. Oh, okay. Let's go through their teams actually. So I mean, Fulham are doing very well right now. So we've lost more ground to Fulham. This is what I keep telling people. Do you remember on the Big Six when I was telling people to not be disrespecting Fulham, Brentford, and Brighton? We have lost ground on Fulham and we've gained no ground on Brentford, who drew at Arsenal, and Brighton, who have drew against Palace. You see what I'm saying? A little bit of pinball, Willian. Oh, he sat people down. Oh, shit. Ooh. Willian, that was nasty. Oh, my God. Willian. What a goal. Oh my goodness. Hey. Lord of mercy. He put that right in the top corner, like right in the top corner. Oh my goodness. That is an insane strike. That was nuts. Weak foot. And he's put it in the top corner like that. That's insane. Check Saliba's stats. How comes? Okay, I'll check it. Fulham's team was Mitrovic up top, Pereira in the 10, Reed, Willian. They've pretty much got their team now, Fulham, especially in attack. Reed just hit the bar. It's a good long shot. Going, that's a great strike. Reed in the middle. Yeah. Fulham's team's pretty much stable now. So where did this second goal come from? Willian on the left. Lovely. Oh, just wide again. Why am I checking Saliba's stats? What's happened? Obviously, this is not a good thing. Oh, damn. Hold on. I'm going to read these out in a minute. Here's Willian on the left. Cut inside. What you got? Woo! Off the post. Yo, Willian's cooking, man. Willian is cooking. Damn. Free kick. Over the wall. Tipped over the bar. So Saliba's... Oh, this is not... Oh, Saliba. Oh, Saliba. Oh, I've just seen the stats. Oh, shit. This is awful. Oh, this is stinky. Hey, oh. Hey. What in the stink is this? Oh, my days. Are these real? These ain't real. Nah, these stats ain't real. Don't play with me. These stats are not real. They can't be, man. What in the world is this? My eyes are watering reading this shit. I'm going to read them in a minute. I'm just going to go through this. I'm just going through the highlights here. I'm seeing where this second goal came from. Lord of mercy. So Fulham on the attack. Shot. Oh, good. Nice cutback. Here we are. Wonderful. Great finish. Really, really good finish. Second goal. Seems like a counter-attack, or at least there's loads of men over. All right, Saliba. 6 clearances, 2 interceptions, 91% passing accuracy, which is calm. Ground duels, 1 out of 4. Aerial duels, 0 out of 10. What? What do you mean 0 out of 10? You're a centre-back. How did you... Gabriel got no help today. Gabriel, 4 out of 4 ground duels, 3 out of 6 aerial duels. Saliba, was you not with us today? Aerial duels from Ben White, 3 out of 4, 1 out of 2 ground duels. Even Zinchenko got 2 out of 3 ground duels. Sorry, 2 out of 3 aerial duels, 5 out of 6 ground duels. What's going on? The whole defense seemed to put the work in. Saliba was not involved today. Nah, man, that's illegal. You can't be doing that. I wouldn't even expect 0 out of 10 out of Zinchenko, let alone Saliba. That's mad. Who pinned him? Who pinned my man, fam? Who pinned that guy? Who pinned him? He won every single duel, Tony. So it was Tony that pinned him today. Nah, that's mad. That's bullying. He's actually bullied him. He's fully bullied him today. That is nuts. Raw. Wow. Listen, Badiashile ain't never going to put up. Badiashile ain't never going to put up 0 out of 10 aerial deals. I promise you. I promise you. Ivan Toney won 12 out of 13. That is nuts. I promise you that shit will never fly with Badiashile. It won't. Not 0 out of 10. You ain't never getting that statistic again in your life. That's wild. Absolutely wild. Brighton drew at Palace. I believe it was was it Solly Marsh with the goal? Sanchez Howler gifts Eagles a point. That's not good. Oh, here we are. Saved. Can't believe Brighton didn't win, to be honest. It's a little bit of a derby, this one, which surprises me, best believe. But Brighton had the opportunity to really close in on Tottenham, especially when they got games in hand as well. Matoma, lovely one too. Good save. Mad. What is going on here, man? Oh, here we are again. Brighton with March. They had their good finish. Is that the goal? Was that offside? They had their chances, Brighton. That's not the goal. He's offside. That's the VAR check. McAllister was red. He was on fire this game, and March carried. That goal's offside. Wow. These goals came in the second half, I believe, but Palace responded quite quickly. And Wolves have won with 10 men. Late comeback against Southampton as well. Hell's going on there? I mean, they just got off a great win against Liverpool, didn't they? So this Premier League is nuts. I'm going to go through the Premier League table in a minute. Much as people won't want to hear that. That's a horrible tackle. Oh my goodness. Studs are showing as well. Not sure who it was from. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. Off the bar and in from Marsh. What a goal from March. Yeah, it's nice. Roof of the net. And then Sanchez. Oh my God. Sanchez, you absolute bum. Nah. Keep this brother away from me. You see this whole Chelsea link thing? I don't want to hear it from. What the hell is this man doing? Nah. Nah, he's dodge. He's very dodge. I've seen it one too many times, a couple of dodgy handling, and yeah, I know he's, yeah, no. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Nah, leave me out. Leave me out. Bozo Gene, man. Leave me out. Yeah, Solly March is good. Leave me out of that. That brother is moving mad. Don't bring that near me. PSG lost 3-1 to Monaco. Raw. When did that kick off? That was earlier today, wasn't it? PSG lost, bro. Do you know what? We're going to go through the leagues in a minute. Wow. That's disgusting from Sanchez, honestly. What a horrendous piece of goalkeeping. If you're not comfortable catching it, just punch it. Not do anything of what you just did. Shambolic. And what's happened with Newcastle? People are talking about Newcastle. Did they play? No, Newcastle didn't play today. So the only other game we didn't go through was Wolves going to Southampton and winning. I'll take a look at that. We're going to go through the league tables as well in a minute. Game kicks off in 15 minutes, people. 1-1. What? Oh, damn. 1-1. Real Madrid have conceded. Real Madrid have conceded, ladies and gentlemen. So did Southampton take the lead in this game? I'm guessing they did. I'm guessing they've taken the lead because it says comeback. So, yeah, that's impressive, man. If they've come. We've got Southampton next week. Oh, what a finish! What a finish for Southampton! Oh my days! That was cold, man. Is he taking that first time? No, hold on. We've got Southampton at home next week. People are asking me if I'm Potter out, all this nonsense. Fam, just let the next 2 games go by, fam. Please, don't play with me. Make sure that you sort yourself out this week. You got Dortmund and you got Southampton. If we don't beat Southampton at home, I swear to God. You need to beat Southampton at home. They're bottom of the league. Oh, here's the red card. I've seen it. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. What's going on? What's happened? Anyway. James Ward-Prowse masterclass. Jones hasn't been sacked yet, but probably will be by the week's end. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. I don't need another. Do you know what? I don't even care if they bring in a new manager or not. So what was Wolves cooking? They've come from behind. This is some scrappy goal. Look at Southampton, man. Look at the state of them. This goal that they're conceding is just messy, man. Oh my goodness. Some of the goals conceded again this weekend are crazy. The Brentford goal. This goal here, it's a mess. Oh my God. This player has stumbled into his own net. Oh my God. Look at this communication issue. Oh, blocked again. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Nah, Southampton deserve. Southampton deserve, man. They're clowns back there, moving crazy. Unbelievable. Jesus Christ. Crazy. After your derby on Monday, you got Newcastle. Okay, let's take a look at the league tables. What's the top 5 leagues? I want to quickly go through this before kickoff. Kickoff is in just over 10 minutes. Table in the Premier League after today. So Arsenal top of the league, 51 points. Man City second, same games played, now 6 points behind. So that is the real gap. The real gap is 6 points. We'll see what happens tomorrow with their game against Villa. Manchester United on 43, played a game more. Newcastle 41. Tottenham 23, 39 points. They've played 23 games. Brighton have 2 games in hand on Tottenham. See, if Brighton had beaten Palace, they would have gone 2 points behind Tottenham with 2 games in hand. That would be nuts. But they slipped up a little bit. But they are still unbeaten in 5. Fulham in 7th with 35 as well. But they've played 2 games more than Brighton. Brentford still in 8th on 34. And we're still 9th. 3 points behind Brentford. And 2 points ahead of Liverpool, who have 2 games in hand. 3 draws in a row. 1 win in 5. Everton currently in the relegation zone. Yeah, crazy. Okay. Let me take a look at Ligue 1 because Ligue 1. Yes, they lost, but this. Well, to be fair, that has kept things interesting, isn't it? Because Monaco are now second with 23 games played, 47 points. PSG on 54. So if Marseille win, I don't know who they have next, but if Marseille win, then they can go on 49. Then it becomes 5-point gap. It's not over. It's not over, but these teams have to get a move on. Bad injury for Saint Maximum. He only just come back, I swear. Bentancur injury is a big one. How long is he out for? How long is he out for? If Bentancur is injured again. I mean, Lloris is injured, but Lloris was playing poorly anyway. Obviously, Fraser Foster doesn't look like he looks like a hologram in that goal today. But if they lose Bentancur again, Jesus, it's not looking good. He's their best centre midfielder by a long way. We've gone through Serie A. Don't know. I mean, La Liga, man. Barcelona are walking with it. Walking. 8 points clear of Real Madrid, who are actually currently level to Al Hilal in the Club World Cup. And then Bundesliga is the one that everybody was sleeping on, because we thought Bayern Munich would just run away with it, but they've actually got 43 points. They're only 1 point ahead of Union Berlin, which is nuts. How did Union Berlin get up here? Did they not almost do something mad last year? Where were they finishing last year? Union Berlin finished 5th last year. Correct me if I'm wrong. 7th the year before. 11th the year before that. Their progression is steady. Their first season promoted, Union Berlin finished 11th. Then they finished 7th. Then they finished 5th. And now they're 2nd. What is going on at that club? Can somebody explain to me what's going on? Is there new money in town? Shoestring budget? Nah, this is crazy. This is some Football Manager thing. This is some Football Manager thing, man. Union Berlin had a huge transfer market. Let me take a look at what's been going on signings-wise, because they are cooking. I have to catch these lot in a minute. Might have to catch these lot in a minute. See how they play as well, because they're going to be in the Champions League next season the way they're carrying on. They signed Juranovic, so that's where he went. I forgot he did leave Celtic for 8.5 million euros, and it was to Union Berlin. Oh, they've done a lot. Oh, damn. Yeah, but to be fair, the signings are not that. Juranovic is their biggest signing. Next one was 6 million Jordan from Young Boys. They haven't splashed a lot. They spent 24 million euros they spent, and they actually brought in 30 million euros. They made a big sale to the striker to Nottingham Forest for 20 million euros. This is crazy. Wow, where's Nkunku? We'll take a look at the Bundesliga table. Nkunku, I believe, Leipzig are 5th. Dortmund are 3rd. Guys, we play Dortmund next. They've won 5 games out of their last 5. Dortmund are in red hot form. Red hot form, Dortmund at the moment, guys. 5 wins out of the last 5. They're now back in the title race. Last time we were looking at them, they were like 6th, 7th. Now they're back in the title race. Dortmund have won 5 out of the last 5, and we're playing them next. 5 out of their last 5. Let me say it again. 5 out of their last 5, Dortmund. They're 3 points behind Bayern Munich, 2 points behind Union Berlin. That title race is crazy. Wow. Jude versus Enzo, tasty. If Tony doesn't get suspended or his suspension is like 10 games, would you take him at Chelsea? Yeah, no, I would. I think it depends. Like you said, it depends on the suspension. I need to know what the suspension actually is and what the consequences are to everything. I have a feeling that when the investigation is concluded, it will probably be... It feels like it might be more than that. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I think I'd actually take him over Victor Osimhen, even though I really like what he's doing at Napoli. It's just that he's coming from a different league. And I would love us now to just sign a striker that's done it in the Prem. When was the last time we signed a striker from the Premier League? We signed Diego Costa from Atletico. That worked out. Tammy was part of our youth academy anyway. Pato, overseas. Falcao, overseas. Torres, to be fair, actually was probably the last one at Liverpool. But he just come off a big injury. Yeah, it would probably be Torres. Lukaku, overseas, come from Serie A into Milan. Morata, overseas. And yeah, Victor Osimhen for me is an unrealistic one because of the price tag they're going to put on him. Yeah, because bro, it's going to take like 100 and something million to get him out of Napoli. And it's like, I don't believe we need to spend that much. 120 million, you're saying? Giroud, yeah, Giroud actually is a good point from Arsenal. No, I wouldn't bring back Tammy and I wouldn't bring back Giroud. Bro, I'll take Tony, man. 20 games, 14 goals, 3 assists. Very, very good footballer. More complete than, say, a Callum Wilson, who I was saying he should have gone to the World Cup. Obviously, he had the whole betting situation. He's at a good age. He's 26 years old. He's about to come into his prime. He's perfect. Perfect age. He's done it. I don't know what he's going to cost. I'm definitely, yeah. At the moment, yeah, I am 100%. I'm buying Felix. 100%, bro. I really like Felix. I've always liked Felix from his Benfica days. So I'd love to have Felix. Yeah, we're recovering, bro. We're recovering from the West Ham game. Yeah, great work rate. Exactly. Of course you would take Kane. Of course. It's not going to happen, though, so there's no point discussing it. There's no point discussing it because we would never get Kane out of Tottenham. They would never sell him to us in particular. And I don't think he would. His preference would not be to come to us. He'd rather go to one of the Manchester clubs because obviously he has Tottenham allegiance now. So yeah, there's no point talking about Kane. I'm talking about realistic targets. And for me, Ivan Toney would be at the moment the head. If you're talking about my striker targets that I'm thinking of right now, outside of Victor Roque, who's Brazil under 20s, I think he's like 17. That's like a future 17, 18. That's like a future star in the making. No, I wouldn't take Lisandro Martinez at all. After what he did at the World Cup made me sick. But yeah, I'm taking Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney would probably be my first choice. And you know how much PTSD I got with these strikers. A lot of PTSD, guys. So he'd probably be my first choice. Vlahovic, I like him in terms of what he did at Fiorentina, but I prefer Ivan Toney. Again, what happens in Serie A stays in Serie A at the moment. I've got PTSD. Yeah, no Martinez around here. I'm not recruiting out. I'm not recruiting these brothers from Serie A right now. Yeah, no way, Lisandro Martinez, no way. Right, the teams are walking out. Lazio-Atalanta, both teams are walking out at the moment. We went through the Bundesliga table. Let me go through some Serie A statistics for you guys, just to give you a rundown of what's going on. Obviously, we've already gone through the league table. I think it's good to go through a little bit of the other stuff as well. Let me just close these tabs. Too many tabs. Let's get the timer as well. So, Serie A, let's take a look. Top goal scorers, top assisters, all that kind of stuff. So, today, Leeds drew 1-1 with Roma. So that was today's result earlier on. Also, Milan won against Torino 1-0. Juventus won 3-0. That was last weekend. So yeah, or midweek was it? So yeah, we're up to scratch now. So this is all about the race for the top four, guys, right? That's why I'm watching this game as well. Race for the top four. These teams are in 5th and 6th. Both have the opportunity to go to 3rd. Inter Milan, Roma, AC Milan, Lazio, and Atalanta. Those are your 5 teams that you need to keep in your head for top 4. Now, they're all very close in points. Now, it actually was Juventus as well involved in this. It would have been even more. You know, it would have been even more teams. It would have been 6 teams. But they obviously got their points deduction. So that's just how close it's been in Serie A at the moment. Napoli's just run head and shoulders away from the pack. 18 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. So nobody's coming near Napoli at the moment. Nobody's going anywhere near them. Okay. Victor Osimhen still top goal scorer on 16. Martinez on 12 from Inter and 12 for Lookman. My brother KK leading in 9 assists. SMS Milinkovic-Savic on 8 assists. We're watching him today. And Zielinski on 6 assists as well. So yeah, I know people are probably asking on Martinez because he's second highest goal scorer, but nah, I'm good. No way. Cool. Let's see. Accurate longs. Dybala leads on big chances created on 11 as well. KK with 10. SMS with 10. So let's see what Milinkovic-Savic is on today. I'm going to be keeping a close eye. Going to be keeping a very close eye on this centre midfielder, box-to-box midfielder. So much talk about this guy for so many years in this Lazio team. I've not watched him enough. He seems to be like one of them players that will never actually leave the league. Maybe he'll just be loyal, to be fair. I think you get a lot more loyalty in Serie A than you get in other leagues, especially Serie A. I feel like there's a lot more loyalty. Where would Vlahovic go? I'm not sure. The reason why I'm not hyping up Vlahovic yet is because I haven't looked deeper into his game. Is he going to do... Because I know Ivan Toney going to contribute outside of just finishing. That's Ivan Toney his all-round game is very good. His hold-up play, etc. So that's why I've gone with Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney gives me like, you know, B-Tech Drogba. You know, slapping in them free kick. He put in a great free kick earlier this season as well. Really good free kick. So yeah, if he was suspended for 10 games, I probably would take a hit. Yeah. I'll take the hit just so I know that we have him with us. But any more than 10, it's tough. And those 10 would be Premier League, so he'd still be able to play Champions League, I'm assuming. Or is that 10 across the whole board, across all competitions? Don't know if they can enforce that. Game's kicked off now. So yeah. But if it gets more than that, if it becomes like, you know, more than that, then it's a bit wild. I would advise you guys to ignore the Todd Bowie likes because they're just too all over the shop. I'm not reading much into it personally. All right, game's kicked off. Let's see. Let's see who's favourites for this game. Can I ask? Let me put this poll in there. Who do you think's going to win? Because I forgot to do that. And these two are neck and neck in the table. Lazio versus Atalanta. Who's going to win? We're going to get your predictions in the comments because I don't know who you can make favourites for this. I know Atalanta absolutely smoked a team 8-2 a couple of weeks ago. It's the last time I heard about them, and I know Lookman's been on fire. So I'm looking forward to seeing Lookman. What position is he playing? Is he playing left wing? Is that him there? Yeah, left wing, isn't it? But I've seen him come off the right. I don't know if he has the option to just swap wings or what it is, but I'm pretty sure I saw him score off the right the other weekend. So there's going to be goals. I really think there's going to be goals in this game. They took a bad loss last week. I think there's goals in this game. Atalanta love a goal fest. They love a goal fest. So I'm hoping we're going to get goals. His chest control is mad underrated, him and Reece James. Yeah, spot on, Marcus. Spot on. You're going to go 2-1 Atalanta. Polls up in the chat now. Their favourites. They've been on smoke this season. Atalanta. Are Atalanta in the Europa League? Because I know last year we went through it. Last year in the Conference League. I'm guessing Atalanta in the Europa League. I wouldn't expect them to be any lower than that. Lookman just another Iwobi. Nah, Lookman can shoot way better than Iwobi. That's for sure. Way better. That's way better. But I didn't expect him to come over to Serie A and do a madness. I'm starting to think if you've got a bit of pace, and I'm just speaking in general, if you've got a bit of pace in Serie A and a bit of trickery, it seems like you can do a madness. And this is why I tried to calm down on the whole Leao thing. Because it feels like if you've got some pace and some trickery in Serie A right now, you could do a madness. Because it's a league that, on average, older players tend to go over there and thrive and extend their careers, etc. You got your Giroud's, Ibrahimovic's, and all these people. So I don't know, man. Yeah, Atalanta's playing a 3-5-2. Yeah. Wait, so who's in the two? Lookman. We have it down as a 3-4-1-2. Sorry. Yes. Corner. I don't care who wins. Genuinely now, this is why I actually don't care who wins. I just want goals. Leao's work rate is criminal. Leao's a baller. How much do you think Leao's worth, bro? I'm interested to think. No, I'm not saying it's not the second best league. It is in terms of entertainment. I'm just saying if you've got a bit of speed and trickery, it feels like you can go over there and rejuvenate your career a little bit. Because Lookman wasn't getting this level of madness in the Prem. This level of attention. 70 mil. Yeah, I'll take KK out of that. Leao's work rate is bad because he wants to leave north of 100. I'm not spending north of 100 on him. You think he's worth that? You would spend north of 100? Jeez. I don't think he's 100 million at all. I'd pay more for KK than I would for Leao. All right, coming up to 5 minutes. Let's see what they're cooking. Lazio. That corner just passed me by. Nothing really. Oh, here we go. Lookman. Poor pass. Atalanta pressing really high up, to be fair. Lazio, you got combinations with us. Are we going to see some Sarri ball? Have Lazio been playing Sarri ball this season? Have they been balling out? He's inconsistent, but on his day, he's unstoppable. You're 45 minutes away from being world champions. How highly do you actually rate that trophy as, yeah, we can agree on 70. We can agree on 70. How highly do you guys rate that trophy? Especially as Real Madrid fans, I would like to know, because I obviously was buzzing about winning it. But you guys are a lot more immune to all of the European success and whatnot. You don't rate it, but I'm shameless. Oh, fair. Here's Lookman again. Left wing. Good shot. Good save. It's well done for keeping that going as well. It's a good save. I feel like if you bring a little bit of English P&P to the Italian league, you can do something. I think this is why I say that. I feel like Ziyech might suit an Italian league or a Spanish league or something, where the game's a bit slower. Then his lack of pace won't stand out as much. In the Premier League, when he doesn't have his pace, you can see it clear. It's like raw. Doesn't have the pace to get around his man. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Here we go. Go on. Nice. Well done. Good play. They're in behind. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Could have been 1-0. They got round the back of him. Haaland's cousins up front. As a City fan, I'd kill for a Club World Cup. It sounds nice to be a world champion, but the European team always wins it. No, not true. Not true. Recently, maybe. But I remember when Corinthians beat us in under Rafa Benitez. Sao Paulo won it as well back in, I can't remember the year, early 2000s. That's not enough examples, I know, to make it sound like the Europeans ain't dominating. I didn't watch the game because I fell asleep. The mediocrity is filtering into my personal habits. Yo, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Ziyech should follow the Di Maria model. Di Maria, from every time I've seen Di Maria over there, he looked good. In that Juventus team, he seems like the main guy. If it's Di Maria or bust. I know Chiesa's can have a good game when he's played in position, but I saw him at wing back, so I was pissed. But yeah, Di Maria seems to run the show. Not really, no. I didn't really rate Zappacosta at all. It's kind of average. Nothing special. Oh, here come Atalanta. Oh, go on, go on, go on. Nice. Oh, go on. Oh, Atalanta are really pushing, guys. They're really, really pushing. Wow. Very, very aggressive in their attacking plays. What I expected from them. It's what I expected from them. They've always been a kind of a hectic team. Push a lot of numbers forward. Zappacosta kind of just slices the shot. They will definitely test the goalkeeper enough. It's good. Good start to this game. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. He's got a point, to be fair. He's got a point. I don't know what Cucurella is doing today. Not passing the ball, man. Have you guys seen the pass map on Twitter? Let me go and find it. There's a pass map on Twitter. And this is why you're going to see watch. You're going to see who's... Obviously, people are being shameless. You're going to see... You're going to see very, very quickly, guys, that who actually watched the game and who didn't, and who understands and who doesn't, because people are going to immediately go for Mudryk and be like, he didn't do nothing, he didn't complete any passes, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, right? But if you watch the game, you're going to be like, oh, I can see he didn't get no service. Like he didn't get the ball. For the second game running, he didn't get the ball. Because Cucurella passing to Mudryk is a red ass. It's a mad line, bro. So the lines are thick. So when you look at it, right? Hold on. I've got a better image than this. Oh, good save. Atalanta again, knocking on the door. Really, really good save. They came down the left-hand side. Lookman over everybody, shot. Couldn't quite maybe catch it cleanly. Hit it into the ground, saved by the goalkeeper. Corner for Atalanta. They're absolutely smashing it at the moment with the shots. Passes attempted. Reese with 111. 92 completed. That's out for a goal kick. Progressive passes attempted. 13 for Reese. 9 for Fernandez. 6 completed. 8 for Reese, right? That's headed over the bar. But then when you go to the pass map, it's very thick. But you only have to look at the difference between Reece James and his link up with Madueke on the right and how many times he passed the ball to Madueke. And I've just read out Reece James's progressive passing stats, right? He's leading in this team today from progressive passes, him and Enzo, top 2. And then you go to Cucurella and you look at him and he's just passing sideways and backwards. But everybody could see that. So it's backed up in the statistics. But this is why they say you need some eye test and some statistics. Because if you just go off the statistics today and you talk about Mudryk, you would think that Mudryk was awful. Whereas actually, when Mudryk actually had the ball, he looked dangerous. But unfortunately, he didn't get much of it because he had the least touches in the Chelsea attack again because Cucurella doesn't want to pass forward. Look at that. Look at the right side with Reece on the bottom of your screen, passing to the Madueke on the right. And look at Cucurella on the left, passes to Mudryk. Red versus the thick white line. That's all you need to know. Obviously, the lines are going to become thinner as you move forward because they're more difficult passes to complete and there'll be less of them attempted, less of them completed, etc. But it's ridiculous. Corner for Lazio. Ball in, headed away. But I didn't need that to know. We didn't need that to know that. We watched the game. You can watch it and see the madness unfolding in front of you. Looking forward to Chilwell hopefully being able to start when he's fully fit. We're saying to check PYS. There's nothing to check. Lazio, found his way through. Here we go on the attack. It's dealt with, cleared. Immobile's captain. I wonder where he is actually on the goal scoring charts. Oh, tried to get around. Here's Lookman. Tackled. Blocked. Bro, people just be taking shots in this game. They don't give a damn what the chances are of them actually scoring. They're just popping the shots off. Popping the shots off. Fifteen minutes gone. We got a corner to Lazio. I don't know how long I can hold on to my Cucurella stocks. I'm not gonna drop the stocks. Like, I think he can come back from it. I just want him dropped and on the bench. Like, the thing is with him is Chilwell's obviously working his minutes up. So we saw today the massive improvement we had in the first half from dropping players that have been playing too much recently. And now we just need to follow suit with the left back. And then Potter needs to fix up his in-game tactics and his in-game management. I'm not sure because when Chilwell came on, he immediately improved the build-up down the left-hand side and gave us something and made a really good run. And then created a chance inside literally like 20 inside like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I don't know if it's an instruction. Here's Lazio. Oh, well done. He's cut it. Oh, he's hit it over the bar. You should be scoring that. At least hitting the target, Immobile. Oh my days. What a poor shot. And I think it was Milinkovic-Savic who's the one who actually held this up in the first place, chopped it back inside. That brother moves like a fridge, but he was very productive. Immobile took the ball off of him and just blasted it over the bar. Milinkovic-Savic was actually making a move there. Should have left him with it, man. What a miss. What a chance. Should have left him. Here we are down the left. Unlucky. Blocked. The immobility is strong. Immobility. All good play. Lazio starting to force themselves upon this game now. Trying these reverse passes are intercepted, but Lazio are... Oh, referee, man. Is that offside? This game's on BT Sport. Same channel as the Chelsea one earlier. Bench is included a new graphic. Apologies. Okay, we have the bench. No, I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl, no. BT Sport. I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl. It's on ITV. Wow, okay. No. I'm not thinking about Thomas Frank. He's doing a great job, though. Here we go. Unlucky. Come on. Here's Atalanta. Playing it wide. Lookman. Oh, nice play. It's a good game of football, this is. Very good game of football. They're pinging it around. Oh, he ruined the attack there, taking that shot from distance. He's ruined it. Yeah, we should have kept him on longer, definitely. There was no need for him to take him off when Shaw just came on. Should have tested it for 10 minutes or so. Udinese versus Salosu. Lazio again. I can sense a goal coming from somewhere. To be fair, both teams have got themselves into good positions, but they're shooting. Some of the shots have been a little bit scuffy. Very scuffy, actually. Some big chances have been created. Nice. Unlucky. Win it. Hey, well done. Big game for both these two teams, man. If they want Champions League football, it's a good opportunity. Such a poor header, man. Need to get back over to the left. Lookman's on the left. Play it to him. Well done. Here's Lookman. Top goal scorer. He's going to cut inside. He wants to have a shot. Deflected. Oh, off the bar. Off the crossbar. Oh. You could see he was sizing up a shot. He had nothing else in his head. Took the shot, deflected, and then it kind of just dipped onto the bar. Oh, good save. I think the goalkeeper's actually got a touch to that. Taken a deflection. He has. Yeah, it's dipping in. It's dipping in. Great save from the goalkeeper. It's a really, really good save. It's dipping. It's not an easy strike to deal with. Ain't Robbie at the Brit Awards? Not sure. Maybe. I actually don't know. I know Saeed's gone to the Brit Awards. Yeah, I know Saeed's gone. I don't know if Robbie's gone. Was Robbie not on AFTV today? Maybe he's gone then. I don't know. I actually didn't ask him. We go down the right. Play it. Looped over. Come on. There we go. Saeed's made it. Do you think Jose can get Roma into the top 4? From what I can see, anybody's got a chance. It's really, really tight. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal! Atalanta have scored and it's Zappacosta. Zappacosta with the goal. Goals been coming, to be fair, for one of these two teams. They've been creating opportunities, they just haven't been taking them. And Atalanta are the first one to strike. 1-0. It's clipped over the top. Lookman on the left. Kind of just falls to Zappacosta. Cut away! Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, damn. Yeah, he whipped that one in the top corner. Today is ex-Chelsea player day, man. They're all putting them in. We had Emerson, now we got Zappacosta. Jeez. What a finish. What a finish from Zappacosta. Wow. He put that right in the top corner. He likes a banger, this guy, doesn't he? He had one scary goal in the Champions League. Jesus. What a finish. What a finish, man. Cutting inside, cleared. Lookman, chest it. Atalanta, man. Great start for them, 24 minutes into being the lead like this. The ball just kind of fell to Zappacosta. It wasn't like as if we don't have Pedro today. Pedro's on the bench for Lazio. Another former Chelsea player as well. But it's not like as if it was kind of fortuitous the way it kind of just dropped to him. It kind of just bobbled to him and he just whacked it in the top corner. So a mad finish. Mad finish. They've gone long. Lookman. Both teams pressing quite a lot as well. They're not giving any time on the ball. Is that a free kick? Looks a bit soft. Yeah, Pedro's on the bench. Yeah, Jeremy Boga's on the bench as well. Bare Chelsea former players, man. So many former Chelsea players. Bloody hell. We got Jeremy Boga. We got Pedro. It's actually mad. We go down the right. Dorian. 25 minutes, Dorian. Here we are. Atalanta just building up play at the moment. Goalkeeper could have released that a bit earlier, I think. Yeah, Boga as well. Bare. Yeah, I'll definitely change the starting 11 for Dortmund. You have to. Not many changes, though, just a few. Here we go, Zappacosta. Nice, well done. Here we go. Clipped. He's not held that. He's not held that at all. Goalkeeper. Ooh, throw in. Atalanta with the press. Atalanta with the press. He's pressing very, very well. Here's Lookman. Ooh, side netting. Corner. Lookman's very involved, man. Lookman is very, very involved today. He's involved in everything. He is involved in everything. You can see how important he is to this team. Even goals aside, he seems like the outlet for all of their chance creation and dribbling needs. They're going to him. Ball in, headed away. Shot. Oh, good save from the goalkeeper. Bounce right in front of him as well. But yeah, Lookman seems to be everywhere for them. He's key. It's been incredible this season. I can see how important he is. 3-1 to Real Madrid, game over. Benzema. See, I told you this is done. I told you, man. There's not too much in that game. Yeah, 3-1, 56 minutes. The Brazilian team are in the semi-final. Oh, no, they're in the third place playoff. Not third, sorry. They're in the third place final. Win it. Play it. Oh. Unlucky. Nah, I didn't go. I didn't have time in the end. I didn't have time. Guys, you guys are too focused on this Potter in, Potter out stuff, man. I keep telling you already. He's only been here for 5 months. He's not going to be sacked. You need to allow the season to pan out a little bit more, man. You guys are on this Potter in, Potter out every single game, man. Just focus on and analysing the game and forget the whole Potter in, Potter out stuff. He's not going to be sacked. I'm telling you now, he's not going to be sacked. 5 months into the job. It's just not going to happen. Today, he fixed the 11. Next game, I need him to fix his in-game management. That's what I need him to do next. Keep that line up. Apart from Chilwell coming in, look at Fofana as well, for Kai. And then start to actually in-game make your changes and impact matches. Here we go. Go on. Come on. Atalanta are cooking something here, man. They're cooking something. Yes. Come on. Playing it nice. Zappacosta, you got to move it quickly. Look how many numbers they got forward. Look. Here we go. Look. If you look at Atalanta, they push so many people forward. It's actually mad. The amount of people they push forward is nuts. They had like 4 people on the far side. They're committing bodies, man. They're not playing around. 100%. Daniel, you already know the answer to this question, brother. 100%. Easiest question of my life. Easiest question of my life, bro. Zappacosta. Go on. Oh, it's getting close. Do you know what it is with them? They get so many bodies forward and they have so many shots on goal that, bruh, there's just the chance for these little deflections to happen. bodies, blocks, and then rebounds, and it's just chaos. Let me see this poll, because a lot of people were telling me in this poll they were going against. Yeah, okay, no, it's pretty even. 39% Atalanta, 36% Lazio, and 25% draw. It's actually quite even, to be fair. Fair enough. $32 minutes gone. Left side. Lazio need to find a way back into this. They've not been poor. I think both teams have been pretty well matched. Atalanta, for me, have been slightly better, but I think they've been quite well matched. They've both been pressing quite high up the pitch. They're both very progressive, very attacking teams. Nobody's sitting back. Nobody's low blocking it to try and counter. Everybody's on the front foot. Everybody's trying to win. I mean, we know Atalanta are a very brave, attacking team that commit a lot of bodies forward. They've been like this for years. And Lazio obviously managed by Sarri, so that was always going to be a manager that wanted his team to play out. So it's two very attacking teams. And they've kind of shown that in the first 33 minutes. Both had some big chances. I think Atalanta personally have created a bit more. I think Atalanta have created more. Come on. Need to get more runners in behind, I think, Lazio. Everything's kind of very much in front of Atalanta at the moment. They're not really making any runs in behind. Look, here we go. Now the run comes. That's better. Need to make more of these third man runs. Good. And then you're in behind. Now look, now you can suffocate them. This is much better. Then just keep them penned in. There you go. Need more third man runs, man. Oh, counter. Lookman. He's gone. Oh, I should have tried to play him in. Here's Atalanta coming forward. Is he going to try and find Lookman? He's going in alone. Oh, it's close. That was very, very, very close. That was close, man. He just went in on his own. He went on his own. He couldn't get it back to Lookman. It's a good strike. It's a good, clean strike just past the post. Man is scouting Potter's next potential jobs. I'm just keeping an eye on the European football, as you do. As you do. This chair is really squeaky, all right. To fix it. At the moment in La Liga, Valencia are playing Bilbao. There's no massive games out there. Leipzig played Union Berlin today, and Union Berlin beat them 2-1 against Leipzig in their own backyard. That's a big result. So that's having them there in second. What time did that game kick off? 5:30. Bit too soon. Bit too soon. That would have been a good game to watch. That would have been a very good game to watch, to be fair. Come on. Who's this coming off? Someone pick up an injury. Watch that second goal for Union Berlin. It's a banger. In Cuckoo, watch. Let's talk Champions League. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you guys think with these. Actually, let's get the upcoming fixtures for the Champions League going, actually. Let me take a look. Champions League fixtures. So we're going to go through a bit of predictions, right, for Champions League. Obviously, you know I can't cover the Tuesday games, but I will be covering obviously Dortmund, Chelsea, and Man City versus Arsenal is on the same day on Wednesday, which is a farce, absolute farce. And then you got Barcelona, Man United as well. So there's some mad football this week. Kind of pissed I'm not going to get to watch more of it, but it is what it is. PSG versus Bayern Munich is on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Let me know who you think is going to win that. PSG are at home in the first leg. Obviously, PSG, I think they lost to Monaco, like we said, this weekend. I don't know if they rested players. I didn't get to see their 11. They might have rested players. They have a game on Tuesday, to be fair. Maybe they did rest. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. Milan versus Tottenham. Tottenham, the thing is, it's there for Tottenham because Milan are in poor form. But Tottenham now just lost. They got spanked up to Leicester. So I don't really know what to think. But that's going to be an interesting game. Club Brugge, Benfica, Dortmund, Chelsea. We've already gone through that. Liverpool, Real Madrid on Tuesday. Brother! No, that's the next week. Okay, cool. I was about to have a heart attack, fam. I thought this was all on the same night. I thought I was seeing PSG versus Bayern and Liverpool, Madrid on the same night. I was about to flip. So we're definitely covering Liverpool, Madrid. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm kind of... If I could pick, I'd prefer, yeah. Considering that, yeah, I'm missing PSG, Bayern, which is what I would have covered over AC Milan, Tottenham. I would have obviously watched Bayern Munich versus PSG. But I would prefer to see Liverpool, Real Madrid if I had to pick. So we've got that next Tuesday. But also Frankfurt, Napoli as well is next Tuesday. That should be a good game. I might try and do double screens. I think on the Tuesdays when Chelsea aren't playing Champions League nights, I'm just going to try and cover both the games simultaneously like we did before. So we'll just have both of them on screen. Leipzig versus Man City's on the Wednesday. We'll be covering that. Inter Milan versus Porto. So I think I'll just cover all, those games. There's no Chelsea games there. I'm just going to just cover both. But obviously my focus will be on Leipzig, Man City, and my focus will be on Liverpool, Real Madrid, because Leipzig obviously got in Cuckoo. And it's the two English teams. But I'll have the other teams there as well with updates and stuff. And I'll have it on a separate screen, on a smaller screen. But yeah, Arsenal versus Manchester City is on Wednesday. And then you think Liverpool are beating Real Madrid? Madrid will smoke Paul. I don't know what's going to happen. Messi and Mbappe are injured. Oh, shit. Leipzig versus City going to be goals. That changes it now. So if Mbappe and Messi are both injured, are they both missing? So I know Mbappe's missing that game. Is Messi missing the first leg as well? If Messi's missing the game against Bayern Munich, that's going to be tough. That's going to be very, very tough. If they got Neymar. Bro, that's tough, man. That's tough. Yeah, I'm not here Tuesday. I won't be covering any games Tuesday this week. Only 2 games. Yeah, Milan are playing poor. Here's Atalanta with the ball in. I'm going to go for Europa League next. Messi possibly on the bench. Not confirmed. Okay. Back in training Monday. He'll see. So there's a bit of a risk. And yeah, I mean, Liverpool and Real Madrid are both very, very shaky right now. So that's why I think it'll be a great game to watch. I think it'll be a really, really good game to watch. Because they're both so shaky. Play it. Nice. No, it doesn't feel any better just because the other results came in. We're 9th. So if we don't win, that's it. Weekend's finished for us. We're 9th. That's how I see it. We have to win our matches. We don't win our matches, that's it. Weekend's done. Doesn't matter what other people do when you're 9th. Not top of the table. We're not in Champions League. We're not looking at other teams' results and trying to hope they don't capitalize. We are 9th. What's happened here? Atalanta playing the ball out. Poor ball from the defender. Cut in. Great save. That concentration is poor. They got a corner now as well. I'm going to go for Europa League. Some nice fixtures in Europa League as well. Ball's going to come in. Headed away. Switch it. Nice. Hmm. 43. I mean, Lazio are trying to get this equaliser, to be fair to them. It's gone out of play. They're trying to get the equaliser. For Europa League, we've got Salzburg versus Roma. Barcelona versus Manchester United. That's the big one. Ajax versus Union Berlin. That's going to be a good game. Ajax obviously sacked their manager. They're actually not doing great in Eredivisie from last time I checked. Shakhtar versus Rennes. Sevilla PSV. Sporting versus Michelin. Is it? What's it? Michelin? Juventus Nates and Leverkusen Monaco. These are all playoff games, by the way, as well. Obviously, to get into the knockouts. Some nice games in there. It's not like champs, but yeah. I think I think at this point you either wanted him, you're either willing to give him time or you're not. You know, you're either willing to give him time or you're not. It's just as simple as that. I said for me, I need to see the whole season. At bare minimum, I need to see the whole season. So I've said that already. But people keep asking me every single day, are you Potter in, Potter out? I've already said, brother I need to see him for the whole season. So I'm just going to criticize up until that point. 100%. 2 wins in 13 is a disgrace. It is. But there's no point going and taking 2 wins out of 13 and kind of looking at it like that, because you're just setting yourself up to fail. Because if we win our next game, what's it going to be? 3 wins out of 14 is still shit. Next game, 4 wins out of 15 is still shit. So there's no point looking at it like that. You should be looking at it from game to game. Are you seeing an improvement? Are you seeing the new signings making an impact? Are you seeing better from him in terms of the lineups and the man management? The lineup was good today, so that's a step forward. The man management in terms of the impact on the game was shit in terms of substitution, so he needs to fix that. And he needs to keep this lineup, make a couple more tweaks, and then go from there. He just needs to stick with that team, yeah. He needs to stick with that team. And don't keep changing it now. Ruben was good. Yeah. Slowly but surely, we're weeding out all of the poor performers. Cucurella is next, unfortunately for him. Cucurella is next. I don't care your stance on Potter. Simple fact is Roma and Chelsea valued every season to salvage a trophy. If this man can set us up to beat Dortmund, it's peak. Yeah, well, there's no point talking about Roman because he's not here anymore, is he? So he may have set us up to salvage a trophy, but we didn't win a Premier League since 2017. We didn't make a semi-final outside of the Tuchel one since 13-14. So the club was actually slowly declining. If people don't want to understand that and accept that, that's their business. But whether you like it or not, the club was slowly declining in the last couple of years. And it's very clear because we kept clinging on to top 4. We didn't come anywhere near winning the league. And the Champions League was an anomaly, not the norm, because we were not consistently competing for the Champions League. So that means you have to do something different. I keep explaining it, but if people want to look at the last couple of years or the last 5 years under Roman with rose-tinted glasses, then that's not my business, man. That's not my business. Halftime, Lazio 0, Atalanta 1. You don't need to defend him, bro. That's the thing. I don't need to defend Potter. I don't have any. I don't have too much stock in him in terms of. I don't have any emotional attachment. He's not Tuchel. He's not. He's not any of these managers that have done anything for us yet. I don't need to defend him. I just wait. I just wait. And I speak on him game by game, and I just wait to see what he does. I don't need to defend him. He's gonna have to defend himself. This is Chelsea. I don't need to defend him. He can defend himself with the results. So halftime. Halftime 1-0. It's been a really good game. Yeah, I know people's heads get hot, but at the end of the day, like, whenever I hear people say sack, I say, okay, who's the replacement? Have you got the replacement lined up? No. Okay, cool. Why are you making the change? Are you trying to salvage something? Do you think we can win Champions League? You know, what are you trying to salvage? Are you trying to salvage top 4? Etc. etc. For me, I want him to, bare minimum, like I said before, I want him to clear out and keep these outgoings. I want these outgoings done. Clear it out, get the outgoings in the summer. So then at least then it's a fresh template, fresh page. So then anybody who comes in, if you then flop it and fail it, you're saying get a caretaker manager. If these players have a poor mentality or mentality issue, then a caretaker manager is not going to help things. If they're not listening to the person who's on a 5-year deal, they're not going to listen to a caretaker. We saw how Ragnick went at United. But more importantly, you know, like I said, for the long-term betterment of the team, I'm really just trying to get the clear out. And I'm also trying to, you know, let's settle down. We've had a lot of new staff. We've had a lot of things change in the last January transfer window. I need a period of settling. You don't sack a manager 11 days after the transfer window just closed and you just brought in all of these new players, which he has been speaking with and communicating what he has planned for them in the team. Then you go and get a new manager who's going to have a different plan, who's going to have a different strategy, most likely. And those new players are now confused as hell. So stability right now is what I'm looking for. Get the players sold that needs to be sold in the summer. Let's see what happens with the Mount contract. Let's see what happens with Gallagher, etc. Because these players are at risk. And then once we have our team and we know what we're doing and we kind of feel like it's been cleansed, it's been cleaned, it's been flushed out, then next season, with his lovely preseason and his time, we're going to see what he's on. And if he's still not serious, well, then it's going to be curtains. But, you know, you can't be finishing in this position next season. You can't be dwindling in 6th, 7th, 4th. You need to be comfortably in the top 4. You need to be like 3rd, pushing, competing for more. So we're going to see if he can step it up. That's how I see it. Jorginho still can't get a win. Undercover agent. He did. But the difference is Todd Boehly did not hire Tuchel. He hired Potter. So it would look very stupid on him to then sack the guy that he hired 5 months later. He needs to show what his plan is with that manager. I expect to win against Fulham. I expect to get a win against West Ham. But just because we don't win those games, it doesn't mean now, oh, right, we'll just get rid of him now. We didn't win those 2 games. I expected us to win those 2 games. We didn't win them, so just get rid of him. You know, football don't work like that. But he does need to improve 100%. I've seen his post-match quotes. People are not very happy. You've conceded 3 goals to them, 5-3. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's probably because I have accepted already what this season is and what it has been and what it's going to be. So yes, I'm looking for improvement. I'm looking for better football, which we got in the first half. I'm looking for better results, which we haven't got yet, but should be coming. But I know what this season is. If anybody's still clinging on to top 4, still clinging on to the 3, you're going to be pissed because you're then, you're probably not going to get what you want. And you keep asking, is there no standard? There is a standard. But sometimes, and I want you to listen here, sometimes we keep compromising our long-term vision or our long-term aspirations, which should be to get to a title, for these standards, these short-term goals. So listen, I would rather finish outside of the top 4 and you keep clearing out these players instead of you bring in a short-term coach to get top 4 and then he saves some of these players again, and then we make it and then we don't sell them, and then we continue to be dwindling in 4th because we keep having the same issues or we don't correct the issues like the defensive midfielder, etc. I'd rather actually find out, like I said, find out the truth and get them moved on, and then next season you can push properly. Because we keep going for these short term. You can't do short term and long term at the same time. For me, you got to do one or the other, because you got to take some pain at the moment. It seems to do long term. Even Man City finishing 3rd under Pep, you got to take some kind of pain. Now our pain is another level of pain, but you got to take some pain if you're gonna build for the long term. If you're gonna keep chasing the short term, then you're gonna keep making short term based decisions, and then you're gonna compromise the long term because of that. I'm not saying that he's going to be good enough, because I don't know that. But what I'm saying is that 5 months is not enough time to tell, in my opinion. I'm not happy with him at the moment, but I've seen too many people evolve, improve, change. We act like as if people can't do that. It's why you give a player a whole season. That's usually the rule, right? You give a player a whole season. So why are you not able to give a manager a season, or give him the rest of the season? He hasn't even had a full season. How comes you can't give them that? I don't think you're just not really willing to listen. I don't think, to be honest. So it's fine. But it's got nothing to do with Arteta. He hasn't been here for 3 seasons. It's not an excuse. You're not listening. I keep telling you. He's been here for 5 months. You want me to tell you that we should sack a manager who's been here for 5 months that just came in, when we've brought in all of his recruitment staff, when we've given him a massive contract, when he's meant to be trying to build the team, and you want me to say just sack him after 5 months? It doesn't make any sense. If he was in his 2nd season or his 3rd season, I would have been told you that it's done out here. You're acting like as if I've been telling you for years and years, stick by him. He's 5 months in. I don't think you guys understand how much money we have spent, how many players we have brought in, how many people we've brought in around him. You have to let that sit and simmer. You can't just buy all of this new stuff, put it all in a package, and then you don't even allow that package to get some time to find out if it's going to work. You've put all of these people into a melting pot, and the combinations are now just you're trying to see if the combinations are going to actually work, and you just want to just remove something already and throw something else in. It's like baking and just throwing in different ingredients, tasting, or take that out. Just calm down for a second. Let the shit marinate, fam. Let the chicken marinate. You've put your seasoning on the chicken. Let me put this into food terms, right? The chicken was bland. In January, the team was bland. Poor summer window, but we had the context for that we've spoken about already. Bland chicken. No seasoning, nothing. So now, in January, the seasoning is now on the chicken. The chicken has now been seasoned. Felix is the seasoning. Enzo is the seasoning. Madueke is the seasoning. Mudryk is the seasoning, etc. Seasoning. Now, let it marinate for a second. Put it in the fridge. Leave it overnight. Let it marinate. Let it marinate. Now, you're saying the chicken was rotten from the start. Again, I don't know what you mean by that, because have you not been disappointed, let down by this Chelsea team in the Premier League for how many years? Since 2017. When was the last time you was impressed with this Chelsea team in the league? How many? When was the last time? You just watched the first half today. Did that not give you something to say, okay, right, we can go from here? What have you seen since 2017 in the Premier League that you've been impressed with? That, give me something. What has it been rotten since 2017, or was it fine before when we were finishing fourth? And or like, do you guys like fourth place, third place? Is this what your aspiration is? Because it's not mine. I'm not impressed with that. So we haven't been winning the league and we haven't been competing. So as far as I'm concerned, we've been failing, right? So if we've not been winning the league and we've not been competing, as far as I'm concerned, we've been failing. So what are you talking about in the Premier League that you're so impressed with that's now rotten? What were you impressed with? It's not like Liverpool, where they are actually now coming off a Premier League competing season, and it's madness. We have not been involved regardless. We bought a whole new team since then. Yes. What did I just say? Let it marinate. It's been 2 games, 3 games with the new team. Let it marinate. It's not been 12 games. It's not been 13 games. It's been 2-3 games. Felix has just come back from suspension. Look how important Felix was today. He was everywhere. He was involved in everything. In everything. That's the epicenter of the team. That's who you're building the team around. Him and Enzo. That's what I said in the preview. You're building the team around those 2 players. He's now come into it. He's now learned that Mount and Gallagher should not be starting. He's taken them out. That took some time for him to process. You buy a whole new team. What did you think it was just going to just click? I actually warned you it wouldn't click straight away, and it's going to take a bit of time. If you think it was just going to click straight away, you'd be playing FIFA, my brother. It's not going to click straight away. Even on my FIFA career mode, when I bought all of those new players in January, I ended up losing the title because it didn't click. It didn't even click on FIFA. It didn't even click on FIFA, let alone in real life. He's under pressure, don't get me wrong. He's been poor, don't get me wrong. He can be criticized so much, don't get me wrong. But I just, you're saying sack him like as if it's like, oh, okay, well, we could just, we're just going to go and get someone else and that's going to be a guaranteed hit as well. It's like, bro, at least let it marinate. And then, and then after that, then you can make your judgment. But if, like I said, each to their own. Just for me personally, I'm trying to see improvements per game. I didn't get the points today, but I did get a very good first half performance. So at least I can say, right, there's something going on here where we can say, right, we need to keep that team, and then the in-game management needs to be better. But you don't do what he did with Brighton if you're just a complete bum. In my opinion, it's not happening. And if you see the team that he took at Brighton from the beginning under Chris Hughton with the Glenn Murrays and the players like that, if you remember that first team, and you see the progression with the recruitment alongside, and then the quality of football. I've said it before. People think that De Zerbi, yes, he's made it better, but Potter was the middleman in between that. He's not taking that team off Chris Hughton with Glenn Murray and playing the way he's playing now with this Brighton team. There's a man in the middle who made that happen, and that's Potter, with the McAllisters and the Casados, etc. Same thing for Lampard. Sarri was in between Conte and Lampard. Would it have been more difficult to transition for Lampard from Conte's style of football to Lampard's style of football without that middle season? Yes, it would have been, because Conte and Lampard play polar opposites. But actually, Sarri gave you that possession, gives you that, that go between. So it makes it easier to go and step in and take over. The ideologies are still in the players' brains. You could even see it in the first couple of games under Lampard. They were still kind of playing Sarri ball. Felix, the epicenter is a lone player, long-term stability, make it make sense. Well, obviously, that would have to mean that he would be signed permanently. But they seem to have confidence that he can be signed permanently. If you read any report, they feel like they can get him on a permanent. But I'm even talking about this season. He's been suspended after the first game, 60 minutes, comes in. And again, he's brilliant. He was brilliant against Fulham in the first 60, comes in today after being suspended, was brilliant again. Maybe rivals are getting into your heads a little bit too much. Because like I said on the Big Six, Mudryk from the Ukrainian league, young player, acclimatized, he's gonna have to adapt. Madueke, young player from PSV, gonna acclimatize, gonna have to adapt. Some people are saying his passing today wasn't good enough, etc. That doesn't surprise me. He's a young player. He had a few mishaps. The only instant starters that I know about, Badiashile's come in. He's been a surprise. He's been brilliant, right? I didn't know too much about him. Enzo and Felix are the instant upgrades that have come into the team, and bang, immediately clear quality-wise, right? Fofana, young player. Andre Santos, young player. Whether you like it or not, Mudryk, Madueke, young player. Mudryk actually cost less than Anthony and less than Sancho, but young player, right? You get your grace, your first season, but it doesn't apply to Chelsea. So you're letting rivals get into your head too much. Now, on top of that, more importantly, before I start this timer, what have those two new signings done since they've come into the team? They've upped the levels immediately. They've made us play a better brand of football. They've spotted the passes, good vision, and they've played extremely well. Enzo got man in the match today. Enzo was very good against Fulham. Felix was very good against Fulham. And Felix was brilliant today. So you've already seen improvement with those two coming into the team. And now it's up to him to coach those young players that I just spoke about, the rest of the signings that are all young players that have potential. It's up to him to coach those players. And it's up to him to start getting results. But it's like, you have to give it a bit of time. First game that Enzo and Felix have actually started together, I believe. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's nuts. It's insane. Right. Competing versus Pep. City common now. If Tuchel was in charge versus this season, Pep, we will walk the league. But y'all tagged Bowie and threw your toys out the pram. Yo, I don't know what you're saying, my brother. I'm not going to lie. Oh, good save. Ten Hag is Ten Hag's probably a better manager, one, but also Ten Hag didn't have anywhere near the level of injuries as us, and Ten Hag obviously used the summer window, so he's had longer time to be working with some of his players. But it's a good save. I don't know why we keep going down this Tuchel route, because we could clearly see how. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people was not remembering how it was obviously going towards the end of the results against Leeds and Southampton and whatnot. So I'm gonna allow you, man, to kind of go back and remember those the way it was going. The last patch of results. Did it look like the players were playing for him? I mean, obviously with new players, maybe it could have been different, but Tuchel's talent ID doesn't align with the new players we've signed. Did you hear links to Felix and to Enzo Fernandez, or did you hear links to Rafinha and whatnot? Do you know what I mean? He wanted completely different type of players. He didn't. I don't think he was interested in these type of players, which is what you need to remember. We have ideas for 30 minutes, worse after half, even though after every sub, it's a madness. It inspires me to that's all. Well, listen, like I said, we will see what happens with him. If he drowns, he drowns. You know, if he does drown, he drowns. But like I said, right now, I'm gonna let him keep finding out how to swim. You know, I'm not gonna throw the lifeguards in there just yet. He's like a baby that you throw into a pool and then you just see if they can find their balance. And yeah, it's true, and it's very unfortunate timing that, and this is why I didn't want him sacked either, you know, because he didn't have the recruitment team behind him, and he's not a scout, as I kept saying, and I wouldn't want his own talent ID to be firmly on the line in terms of recruiting players. But unfortunately, it didn't. You know, timing's a bitch, and it didn't go well in terms of the timing. In the end, there's nothing we can do about it. At the end of the day, it's new ownership. They're going to pick who they want in charge. We didn't want him gone, but people need to move on. Exactly. He's not coming back. And I keep saying it, his approach and his task under Roman and Potter's approach and Potter's task under this ownership is two polar opposites. And that's what people don't understand. I was seeing comparisons with Emma Hayes on the TL yesterday. Emma Hayes didn't win a trophy at Chelsea for the first 3 seasons. Does anybody know that? Does anybody know that? Or were we just going to just pretend like Emma Hayes just got there and immediately she just won? She just started winning. The reason why Emma Hayes is so successful at Chelsea women is because she was actually given the time. And she was also given the opportunity to make the changes she needed to make, so then she could grow in stature and grow in power. Like I said, I'm not saying Potter's going to emulate what she's done, but if you think that she's like how she is now by fluke, it's not by fluke. And a lot of you guys right now that you're talking, you would have said to sack her inside 5 months probably, or 6 months. And you would never have got the Emma Hayes that you're getting now. So you need to understand that, to be honest, usually with the ones that if you're trying to make it last, it usually goes off quite poorly. You know, I'm going to take a look at it like this, right? Whenever we start strong, because we adapt to others, because we go for the short term, because we try to fix the system based on the limitations of the players, we tend to start very well and we tend to win and we tend to get everybody excited. We're going to take over the world, right? Champions League win, etc. But that always fizzles out and it always ends poorly because those short-term methods always catch up with us eventually and the players get exposed. Right now, what is happening is we're starting off shit. There's nowhere to go from here. There's nowhere to go. You can't get any worse than where we are now. So we're starting off slow. So the only place we can go is get better and better. And the only place we can go is sell players that are not playing well or not renew contracts for players, etc., that are not available or not playing well. There's only improvement from here. So that's how I'm looking at it. I think too much we look for, what are we doing immediately? What are we doing for immediately? And then the heights, the actual heights of the immediacy. It used to be Chelsea sack a manager, win a league. Now it's Chelsea sack a manager and win a Europa League and qualify for Champions League. And on the off chance, once, by the way, in the last 9 years, we win a Champions League. Don't think that the Champions League is normal. Like I said, we've won 2 Champions Leagues since we were taken over by Roman. Don't forget that. The amount of finals we were reaching, or semi-finals against Liverpool and Barcelona we were reaching in the first 10 years, comparison to the next 10 years and how many finals and how many semi-finals we were reaching. Like I said, no semi-final reached outside of the Tuchel years since 13-14, where we lost to Atletico Madrid with Thibaut Courtois and Diego Costa. So the hiring and sacking, the hiring and firing model is still giving you immediate results, but it's actually giving you a lower ceiling in terms of success. Every single time it just gets worse and worse. And then you get one Champions League win. And it kind of spurs you on to think again that we're going to go in that kind of crazy direction. But on average, it actually tends to be little cup here, little cup there, little Europa League. It's nothing mad. Now, like I said, if he doesn't work out, the bare minimum I want from him is that he has cleansed the squad and he has got the players sold. Right now, the recruitment under him, with his recruitment team around him, is really strong. It's really, really strong. I like the players that are coming in. So keep doing that. Keep bringing in these players. If you're going to bring some more in the summer, make sure you sell who needs to be sold. Don't let anybody come in here and change that. So then I know that when he leaves, if he gets sacked next season, then I know the squad that we have is perfect to kick on under someone else and do a madness. That's how I see it. We're leaving here with something. This is a brilliant comment. Worst case scenario, Potter overhauls our squad and leaves us with a young team who are more gelled together, ready for another manager to win long term. Thank you. That is a fantastic comment. What you don't do is bring in someone, put them under that pressure of, okay, you need to win right now because the last guy didn't win right now. So now you have to win right now. And what happens when you tell a manager that you need to win right now? They start moving youngsters to the side, put experienced players in short term, because you put them under that pressure as a board, as a fan base. You put them under that pressure that they have to win right now. Fuck your long term, fuck what you're trying to build, and that the recruitment's been really clever and it looks really good at the moment in terms of, we know as Chelsea fans in this January window what we've tried to do as opposed to the summer, the young players that are coming in. But you're saying no, we ain't got time for that. You need to win right now. And this is why I keep saying take it game by game. Because if you take it game by game, you're going to analyze each game for what it is, criticize the manager how you need to, praise whatever you see from the team, etc., how you need to. When you start going, the last 13 games were, oh my God, the record in the last 13 games, you're not allowing yourself to actually take it each game at a time, which is what we should be doing, in my opinion. Take it each game at a time with the new players coming in, with the injuries coming back. What's the point of talking to me about what happened in December? I don't give a fuck. I don't care what happened in December. Half of our team's out and we don't have no new players yet. So why are we talking about that? Move on. Talk about right now. I want to know what's happening right now. Last game. That's what I want to know. And right now, in this game, the substitutions is what was poor. Don't we? You do you, I'll do me, my brother. Okay? One more game. If man don't have tactic for average. Bro, you do you, I do me. You do you, I do me. I'm looking forward to the Dortmund game. They've won 5 out of the last 5. And I keep saying, we need to win. We take it game by game. Every single game right now, we need to win. But we take it game by game. Good switch. I've got things that I expect him to be able to do and that he should be doing, and things that I know I'm not expecting him to do. Yeah, exactly, bro. You should definitely see where my head is in the summer, because then you would have given me a serious amount of time to actually review the manager. You know, that's what I want. $60 minutes gone. $60 minutes gone. I'm trying to change my mindset to make it realistic and also make it make sense with what we're currently working with, right? If this was Roman era, first of all, he would never have been hired and we would have sacked him by now. And I would have been like, fair enough, because that's what we do. But we are not doing that anymore. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that. This is a new ownership with new ways of building and new ways of winning. You don't bring in loads of young players and then move like a madman on crack and say you have to win right now, because that doesn't make sense. Why would you bring in loads of young players under the age of 23 and then demand that we win everything or that we win all the time? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Now you're saying, cool, I'm not asking to win everything, right? You'll say you're not asking to win everything. You're just asking to not be 10th or 9th. I hear that. We shouldn't be 10th or 9th. But like I said, I expect us to improve. I expect us to get better. So you have to let it marinate a little bit here. Listen, him liking Cucurella, that Cucurella post is just, I don't really mind. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying? It's facts. Cucurella needs to learn to pass, man. He needs to learn to pass to Mudryk. It's not hard. He needs to learn to pass to Mudryk. He needs to learn to pass to Mudryk. I don't know. I don't know if it's the hair, the peripheral vision is looking mad. I don't know, but he needs to learn to pass to Mudryk. There's an injury for Atalanta. Players coming off. And I want to make this clear as well. I wouldn't just. I'm not in this situation of any manager I would just give any amount of time, right? Lampard, if you remember, I would have switched probably. To be fair, even Lampard, he got his first year and then up until January in the second year, and around about the away defeat to Leicester, I think we lost 2-0. I said, okay, it's time for him to go. But Lampard was actually not an experienced manager and didn't have his coaching credentials done. And you can see that, right? After the last job as well. He's still learning on the job a lot in terms of not talking about man management or anything like that, which was also fishy, right? Man management was pretty fishy. He had to fix that. But actually from a coaching aspect, from an actual coaching aspect and from an actual tactical aspect, he had a lot to learn. But in terms of Potter, he's earned his stripes a lot more. And he's got a lot more experience. So it's more now the motivational or man management side of things that I'm looking at with a lot of question marks, like a lot of you. A lot of question marks. He looks like one of them people that definitely need to have a young team to work with. Yeah. Yeah, no, Mudryk is good. Mudryk looks good. Just doesn't get the ball enough. You're right. Yeah, no, I do take that into account. I think if we had a different type of squad, I think it would snap, like you're saying, a lot faster. But I think because there's a lot of young, enthusiastic, upbeat kind of, Madueke's in there and Felix is new and he's so happy. I don't think they're gonna let this result get to them. So if it was like a lot of older players who were coming towards the end of their careers and needed to win now, or it was kind of stale, I would understand where you're coming from a bit more. But there's so much competition for places. Oh, it's 2-0. What is this goalkeeper doing? Oh my days. I've just watched this madness unfold in front of me, fam. What is this goalkeeper doing? This absolute criminal, fam. The ball's just gone under the goalkeeper. Lookman has put it in and it's just gone under the goalkeeper. I don't know how. Under the goalkeeper. And it's just a simple tap in. I really don't understand how that's happened. I don't know how that's happened. Mad. 2-0. Looks like Atalanta are going to go on to win this game. Yeah, no, very true, and that's why I only mention Felix and Enzo in my category of instant impacts. Quality, undeniable, in my opinion, go straight in and do madness, and that's kind of been shown. That's why I said in the preview in my title, you build the team around those two players. I believe you build the team around Felix. I know he's on loan, but I'm just saying in general, you have him, build it around him, and obviously, hopefully, secure him permanently, and Enzo as well. Madueke, Mudryk, these are players that I'm not as familiar with their game. Killing it. He's killing it. The goalkeeper's got to take responsibility. I'm sure Potts will excel after the next team building exercise in the woods. It's the next one that will turn it into a unit. Crazy. This is mad. I don't get all of this Garnacho kind of stuff. I really don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I was saying it on Rance's channel. I was very confused when the topic came up. I did not see that coming at all. Kid's 18. Kid's 18, man. 18. Like he doesn't have to be, Mbappe or one of these players at 18. Obviously, it would be nice if he was, but he doesn't have to be. I think he's looked pretty good so far. Maybe you're right. He shouldn't be starting, but he's come off the bench in a Manchester derby. He's impacted the game at 18. That's really good. He's been involved in that team goal there twice in terms of the team goal, because he was the first person to move it from left to right, and then he received it again in those tight spaces from right to left. So I'm just kind of confused. If you're old enough to be called good, then you're old enough to be called crap. All right. I mean, he's still developing, so he's 18, so that's up to you. I mean, listen, he's got a coach in Ten Hag that is very good at improving young players and coaching players. So I would say it's quite risky to say that he's shit when Ten Hag is his manager. That's what I would say. I think that's a very big risk to take. And he's nothing like Dan James, in my opinion. Good save from the goalkeeper. His potential is definitely higher than Alanga, man. I think people are doing too much. And why is it even that deep anyway? He's 18. He's just a squad player. He doesn't like. I don't get it. It's not like as if he's on big wages and he's taking up bare space and he's been there for ages. He's literally just a young, hungry kid who's there to keep people on their toes. I don't understand the madness. You don't need a team star-studded with world beaters. You're gonna have some young players that are trying to break in every now and then. What's the problem? I really don't get it. I think, yeah, listen. Yeah, I get you. Atalanta coming forward again. They might make this 3, man. They might make this 3-0. They're absolutely peppering Lazio now. Ball in. Cleared. Go on. Looks like it'll be 3-0 before anything else. PTSD from Januzaj. Yeah, I get you on Januzaj. I mean, listen. My point is, this is my point, right? I'm not saying Garnacho is going to be a world beater or he's going to be Man United level or anything like that. I'm just saying every now and then you get young players that have a bit of talent, that have a bit of potential, that come into your team, and you have to give them time to see how they develop for the next 2 years minimum, and then you make a decision then. I don't understand why there's so much heat on a player's name that's 18 that has no business putting, like, there's no business on him having mad pressure. If he was a world beater at 18, great. If he's not, it's not a big deal because he doesn't have to start. And if he does start, then it's Ten Hag's fault. I feel like people are taking out their anger on the fact that Rashford didn't play left wing on Garnacho. Really, you should be taking your anger out on Ten Hag because he's the one that picked him. Ten Hag is the one that decided to play Garnacho at left wing and Rashford at right wing. That's Ten Hag's fault. Garnacho didn't pick himself. He's 18. You know that he's going to have some flaws in his game and he's got shit that he has to develop. So why are you surprised? You shouldn't be surprised that he wasn't perfect. He's 18. Mbappe is the anomaly, not the norm. And if he doesn't make it, then it doesn't matter. You didn't even buy him anyway. How much you spend on this kid? What wages is he on? It doesn't matter. There's no reason for there to be heat. It doesn't make any sense. He didn't cost 100 million. He is not on high wages. It doesn't make any sense. He's of no threat to nobody. He's of no harm to nobody. He's just hungry, young, ambitious, looking to do things. And if he gets it done, he doesn't. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Same situation with us. Carney comes on against Liverpool, slips a few times and makes a bit of a fool of himself. Cool, we move on. But then people started to say, oh, Carney, Chukwuemeka is not good enough. He's overrated. Lewis Hall didn't play well that game. He's not good enough. He's overrated. I said, there's no point rushing to these opinions for 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, because there's just no need. They haven't been playing in the first team for a few years. It's not that deep. They're not on big wages. They're not looking for new contracts yet. They didn't cost you lots. They're playing when they need to be played. If you pick them, if you don't pick them, they ain't got no problem with it either. They don't demand to play. So it's like whatever happens for them. They've all got some kind of potential, most of them. That's why they're even in the reckoning in the first place. You don't get into a Manchester United squad. I feel like we need to pull this back a bit. You don't get into a Manchester United or Chelsea squad, one of the top teams in the world. Out of all of the teams that you could be playing for at 18, you could be playing for all these teams. You don't get into one of these teams right now at 18 without all of the loans and everything, the loan deals and all of that, without having something about you. Do you know what I mean? You have to have something. Whether you make use of that is another question. Whether you actually become anything, that's up to you. That's up to whoever's coaching you. Luck, as well. You could need some luck with injuries, your mindset, mentality, all of these things will come into it. And even if your skill level is capped off and you are not going to become faster. I agree. You're not going to become, your technical ability may not, and in some cases it actually can, but maybe your technical ability is not going to, double or triple in tenfold or whatever. You could still be a lot more effective. I know people don't like system players, but most players are system players. So, a lot of players are system players rather. And a lot of players, once given a certain role and instruction and play to their strengths, they tend to give you something. So I did see Williams' goal, yeah. I mean, I said already I would take him, but we don't really need him. We've already got Mudryk, we've got loads of young wingers already. We don't really need any more. So it wouldn't really make any sense to get him. It would just be another young player in our books, We've already got quite a lot, to be fair. Just bought a load of young attackers, so. Immobile looking for a penalty, he ain't gonna get it. Oh, he's kind of grazed him in the face a little bit. His foot kind of got planted there. Needs to be careful. Needs to be very, very careful. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, man. Poor day at the office, so we had to go and get a trim, man. And also because I'm going away on Tuesday, so it was my last opportunity to get one, but mainly because we're so poor. "76 minutes gone, 77. Played it down the right. Lazio again coming forward. Ball in, cleared again. I think for me, Atalanta got this wrapped up, man. Lazio just not offered enough second half. First half, Atalanta were the better team with Lookman. You can tell Lookman is a cut above. He's a cut above what's going on this pitch. Being one of their best players again today. One of their best players. Yeah. Out for a throw. There's a lot of debate about Anthony in the chat, I see. Anthony will be an interesting one. He's got a shot on him, I'll give him that. He's got a shot on him. Where are you going, man? Oh, no. Yeah, I am. Yeah. No, I'm going away. I'm going to Nice on Tuesday morning. South France, just for a couple of days. Begging to God that it will be some sun. I feel like I need some sun on my skin, fam. I'm not gonna lie. It's been peak. This country has been cold, and it ain't working for me, man. I need some sun. So, yeah, just a couple of days out. Little recharge. But I'm still doing Dortmund Chelsea on Wednesday anyway. But I'm coming back on Thursday, so I'm just missing Tuesday fixtures. But preview will go out anyway, and then I'm missing Barca United because I didn't realize they were kicking off at five something. I thought they were going to kick off late. What I'm going to have to do is something quite special with Battle of the North, because usually we do it on Monday, but obviously Everton play Liverpool on Monday, so I've got a good idea for that. I know I'm going to run it. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Hopefully. If Liverpool lose, it's going to be fun. If Liverpool don't lose, then it will be all right. Depends. Or if Liverpool just don't win. Depends. It all depends on that result. There we go. $10 minutes to go. Pretty tidy game. Nothing crazy. Same thing happened to us. Where is Barkley and Drinkwater? Barkley plays for Nice. And Drinkwater, I have no idea where that man is. No idea where that man is at all. No idea, to be honest. I'll have to Google that. Man United have taken over with the arguing in the chat. At least we know it's not just us with the problems. Man, that's hilarious. Man said with the Barkley trim for the Nice link up. My days. There's some random players out in Nice, man. You got some random players out in Nice. You got the likes of Ramsey's out there, I believe. Schmeichel's out there. Barkley. It's just weird. To be fair, it's Lazio's fault that this game is not more than it is, because Atalanta have played some great football. They started well in the first half, Lazio, but they've just tailed off massively. Haven't been the same. No, I actually haven't. No, I haven't actually been to Germany. You can't win them all. Can't win them all. It's not every game. It's not every game we cover is going to be a madness, unfortunately. I try to pick them well. To be fair, I think this game... It's getting worse, man. It's starting to piss me off even. Let's see, I'm going to get a new chair. Lazio... Lazio conceded more goals than anyone in the top 8. Jesus. Atalanta have scored third most amount of goals in the league. So, to be fair, this is panned out pretty well. It's pretty much to expectation, to be honest. Lazio can't defend and Atalanta can score. So, 2-0. There you go. Makes sense. So, at the moment, Atalanta are going up to third with this result. I just want to see what these two teams were made of, to be honest. Just wanted to see what they were made of. Yeah, nice holiday. Yeah, I don't blame them either. It's nice. Apparently, it's really nice. You see with the... Oh, good save. You see when the chair's creaking like this, yeah? Do you just have to untie everything and just put oil in the bolts and shit and just put it back on and it stops squeaking? I swear I saw some of that shit on Instagram. Somebody was saying if you just put some kind of liquid, like an oil or something like that, where all of the cranks are, and then just go screw it back on, you won't hear this creaking shit any longer. I think what I'll do is just disarm the chair. I'll just disable the chair completely. Get some WD-40. I've heard this before. Why do I keep forgetting about this? WD-40. I'm pretty sure you guys told me about this before. I need to get this. I don't know what. I've never even... Yeah. So put baby oil on it. WD-40 for the joints. Yeah. I think I'm just going to do that. I don't want to get a whole new chair. The chair's nice. I like the chair. It looks nice. Just jarring. It's mad jarring. Yeah, cool. I'll do that. Appreciate it. I'm gonna order that. Do you know what? Let me order that shit now. I need to order a few things. I'm definitely gonna order that after. I'm getting sick of this chair, man. It's pissing me off. This chair's jarring the hell out of me, man. Spray in it. It's a spray. Yeah, it's a spray. Looks like a spray. So, yeah. Greaser. Big up, bro. Big up. Much appreciated. Atalanta got these lot. Yeah, these lot are not going anywhere, man. Yeah, it's a spray. These lot are going nowhere. Atalanta got them on the ropes, man. Well, not on the ropes, but defending. They're very solid defensively. They're not going anywhere defensively. No, I'm going to order this now. I'm going to add it to the basket. I ain't playing. Just spray it on the joints, yeah. It shall be done. Cool. What's going on? Switch of play. They're just going route one now. Route one, lumping it, slumping it, etc. Nothing's going to come of it. Nothing is going to come of it whatsoever. Who do you think will win the Champions League? To be honest, funnily enough, not a lot of teams are playing very well. Some of the best teams in Europe right now are not in the Champions League in terms of their performances this season. Arsenal, in terms of their performances this season. Barcelona, they're not in the Champions League. So Napoli right now are my dark horse. But that would mean they would have to continue to keep, they'd have to keep playing how they're playing. Yeah. Spray it on the joints first. Oh, okay. Spray it on the joints first. If it's not fixed, then if it's not fixed, then dismantle it. Okay, cool. I got you. That would be great if I didn't have to dismantle it. Yeah, I'll do that. If I don't have to take it apart, that would be brilliant. Bayern Munich, Napoli look good. Yeah, no Champions League watch-along on Tuesday, unfortunately. But Wednesday, Dortmund, Chelsea, and then the week after, I'll do all of them. And then the second legs of all these ties, I'll do them properly. No, I'm not doing Barca United, sadly. I'll be on a plane. Well, I'll be just coming off the plane when it starts. So I'm not going to get back in time. Jeremy Boga's coming on now for Atalanta. Off the bench, former Chelsea player. Real Madrid are favourites, really, for you. Real Madrid have not been great, you know. Real Madrid have not been great. I mean, they've got the heritage. They've got the heritage. So, you know, I wouldn't ever rule them out. Ever. Never rule them out. But even still, do you think the mid-table teams have figured out? I think the mid-table teams have just got better. They're really good. You know, you got to give your and the managers for these teams are very good as well. You know, they're very good teams, man. And the recruitment in the middle part of the league is strong. So we're no longer world champions. Brahami from Nice. I'll check him out. Yeah, Fulham, Brentford, and Brighton, man. These are the three musketeers right now. They're the three musketeers. They are the three musketeers right now. Yeah. 6 minutes of injury time. Where did you find the 6 minutes of injury time? I don't understand. 6 minutes from where? Where the hell did these lot find 6 minutes? These guys are crazy. Yeah, I mean, he looks good. I haven't seen enough. I mean, I've seen some Fulham games. I haven't watched many 90 minutes of Fulham, but he looks really good. He looks really good. In the games we played against them, he was really good. We played them a lot recently. So he does look really good. But how much is he going to cost now? You know, this is the thing with these players, man. We need to start trying to get these players before these teams get them. How much is he going to cost now? How much do you think he's going to cost? I don't even know what his market value is. Atalanta, go on, make it 3. Boga, make it 3, man. Atalanta are a machine, fam. Oh my days. Big win, man. To come to their Lazio's backyard and beat them 2-0. Comfortably as well. Comfortably. They've come and done a proper job on Lazio. Proper job. Oh, he's nutmegged him. Oh, he's nutmegged him. Is that Boga? I think it was. Yo, Atalanta, you got to stop this. You got to stop this right away. My goodness. Very, very rude. Jesus. Mad. Right, 4 minutes. Big up everybody inside. Big up everybody inside. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's been a mad day. It's been a very, very mad day. I'll tell you that. But we move. We move, we move, we move. All the way back to the keeper. 3 minutes left. These guys are gonna win this game 100%. I mean, they had this wrapped up since the moment they got the second goal. They weren't letting it slip from there. And unfortunately, Lazio have not had anything in response, to be honest. Tried to go long a few times, but nothing too impressive. Nothing impressive. Two minutes of injury time. Good switch of play. Wow. What a comfortable win. Mad. I don't really rate Rice. He started getting linked to us, so I've always rated him. But he started getting linked to us. I'm so confused by this comment. How the hell has Cucurella got so bad under Potter of all managers? Appreciate it. To be honest, I have no idea. Yeah, he nutmegged that player a minute ago. Lovely. Brozier. Very, very nice. Yeah, I haven't watched enough Fulham games to co-sign. I haven't watched enough Fulham games to co-sign. I know he's had some great games. And I know he's having a very good season. But we've seen people have very good seasons before. We've seen people have very, very good seasons before. Great seasons, one season, and then they fall off. So I'm not going to co-sign it unless I was absolutely sure, which I am not yet. It's a madness. Couple seconds to go, couple minutes to go. Full time. Atalanta 2-0 winners against Lazio. Very, very simple result for them. In the end, Lazio didn't give us nothing, to be honest. They were quite poor overall. First half, they gave us something. They tried to put something together, have a few efforts on goal. Immobile had a great chance, skied it after some good work from Milinkovic-Savic. But second half, they were just dire. And Atalanta just ruined them, man. They committed more bodies forward. They got the goals. And then they just shut up shop and they just finished it. Solid game. So we move people. I'll be back tomorrow with the Manchester City game, with the Man United game, and with the Barca game. Villarreal play Barca. Leeds versus Man United and Man City versus Aston Villa. That will be a double. So I'm just going to do that in one big stream. And then I'll do the Villarreal Barcelona one separately. I do want to see how Barcelona are doing. So we're going to see Man United. And we're going to see Barcelona, how they play the game before they play each other, which I won't be covering. I'm going to do Everton-Liverpool on Monday as well. And then just Dortmund-Chelsea on Wednesday. Nothing on Tuesday, nothing on Thursday in terms of those matches. But then we'll be back to normal afterwards. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Big up your damn selves. I'll see you tomorrow. We've got a lot of games covering. I'm looking forward to it. It will take our mind off Chelsea. Do not worry. More than you can believe. In a bit, people. Peace. Come on. Perfect.